I have a chapter in Delay Don't Deny called Saturday is not a special occasion because it happens every week, So that's where you have to really think about it. I'm a big believer in special occasions, being flexible, enjoying yourself, zero guilt. You didn't fall off the wagon. You had Christmas. You didn't fall off the wagon. You went to Easter at your family's house. You didn't fall off the wagon. It was Memorial Day and you went to a barbecue. You had a longer window.
Sure.
Some days we have longer windows and shorter fasts. That's just living your life. But anything that happens every week is not a special occasion. Maybe I was just talking to someone on my podcast. I interviewed her yesterday, and she was talking about how every Sunday they have a bigger eating day where she loves to have lunch with her family. And then they also have a very special dinner every week with extended family. That is her lifestyle, is every Sunday is a bigger eating window. Well, she actually tends to have maybe a 2-hour window 5 days a week. And then that 8-hour window on Sunday. And it's just, that's the rhythm of her week. So she's not like falling off the wagon every Sunday. That's her routine. So if you have something that happens every week like she does, you have to balance it. It's balancing the longer eating windows with some shorter eating windows, depending on what your goals are. And we got to get rid of the whole guilt around special occasions of, oh gosh, I had pie and it was delicious and I'm terrible. Oh, no, you had pie. It was delicious. And then tomorrow's a new day and you have another fast. And we don't have to fast our way out of it. You don't have to fast it off. I mean, that mentality is that whole, binge restrict. We want to get out of the binge restrict mindset because fasting is not the restriction that comes after the binge. Fasting is a way of letting your body have time to rest and repair. If you have a bigger eating day and then the next day you want to have a longer fast because it feels good, do it. But you're not punishing yourself. It's all about, my book that was the New York Times bestseller is called Fast, Feast, Repeat. We feast and we enjoy it. And every day we can feast in a way that is delicious and we enjoy it. We want to feel good in our bodies. But you've just got to design the intermittent fasting lifestyle that helps you meet your goals and also helps you enjoy your life. And now that I'm at my goal weight and I've been in my goal range since 2015, my number one lifestyle goal is I want to enjoy every day without guilt. And intermittent fasting lets me do that. And I want to feel good.
I like it. Yeah, I think that's a really good point about having the flexibility, not only on maybe a daily basis, kind of about your eating window, like we talked about earlier, potentially, depending on how you want to approach things. But if you have something that happens every week, then you just got to decide. So it's not about being guilty. You got to decide, am I going to partake of this special lunch or special dinner or special birthday cake that happens? It could be every week if you have an extended family nearby or something. So you got to decide.
About cake. Let me just put it that way. The cake has to be super window worthy. I'm not going to, if you bring me like a Publix cake, sorry Publix, I love you, but I don't love your cake. So I'm only going to eat it. I'm going to eat it, but I'm super choosy. You have to develop that, you become a food snob. And you're not just going to open your window for any cake someone has brought to the barbecue. You're like, well, no, thank you. That's not for me. You don't have to eat it if it's not delicious.
Yeah. It's got to be high quality, preferably homemade to be worth your time.
For me, it is.